Hello, old people. It's Old Man Curtis, and I am here today to present to you an unboxing. An unboxing that is related dramatically to MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. But since I'm the tabletop guy here at No Games for Old Men, I'm here to talk about BattleTech. So join me as we open up the BattleTech starter box and take a look at what's inside. Alright, here we are with the box. The trusty X-Acto blade as I get it into the camera here. Woo. Okay. So BattleTech, the game of armored combat, is an old game. FASA used to produce this. And one of the fun trivia things about this is that when it was originally created, they had licensed a bunch of very prominent mech designs from anime, back when it was known as Japanimation. And then everybody was fine with that until Harmony Gold, which was a cartoon company back in the 80s. Actually, technically they still exist, but the important part happened in the 80s. They licensed Macross as a series, and when they did that, they claimed the licensing on all of the mech designs. So BattleTech had to redesign a bunch of their mechs. Now, the funny thing is, that isn't even the first legal issue that they had. The first one they had was, it was called Battle Droids at first, and then Lucasfilm was like, you can't call it a droid. So let's take a look here. Right, the box is very firmly on here. Good grief, that was not the slickest removal of a box lid at all. Ooh, okay. All right, got a free code for something here. Oh, $20 coupon. All right, well, hopefully I will definitely use that before any of you have a chance to do it. So there we go. All right, well, first things first, we can see that we've got 8 miniatures right off the bat. Wow, look at these. Now, I don't know all of these. They do kind of have some cheats here by their names. I know this is a Locust. I know this is a Shadowhawk. I know this is a Wolverine. And Thunderer, I think. But this is the important one right here. This is the one I was hoping for. The Shadowhawk, which is based on the Dugram mech. Very excited about that one. Looks like we get a booklet. This is going to have some fluff in it. Very excited about this. Everybody that we've been talking to on MechWarrior Monday live chat has had a lot of cool things to say about the fluff of the world. We've got some cards for Alpha Strike, which is very neat. This is also for BattleTech, apparently. God, this is when it would help to actually read the rules. Got a set of big old dice. These are just, these are enormous, especially compared to Games Workshop dice. Everything is pretty much done on a 2d6 system. Let's take out the lid there. Oh, we got rule books. So it looks like we've got a primer here. And the primer, whoop, there we go. Primer, this gives us a way to be able to do some quick start with some lore. Tells everybody who they are. If you're watching MechWarrior Mondays, then you know that we are mercenaries in that game right now. The rule book is significantly smaller than I thought it would be. I really thought it was going to come with something a little bit heftier, to be honest. Especially considering the number of tables and modifiers that I've been told this game uses. So yeah, this is neat. Can't wait to see all these things actually working together. All right. Neat. We've got mech record sheets. I feel like the mech record sheets should be laminated. Looks like we've got a front and a back for each mech that was provided in the system. Let's see. Yeah. All right. All right, and then it looks like we've got a battlefield. Ooh, this is 2 battlefields. So these get a little bit bigger. I think these are as big as... they're a little bit smaller than the Kill Team battlefield that I have out right now. I've got the Into the Dark board out. These are a little bit smaller than that, so it looks like this can be played on a kitchen table, which is pretty nice. We've got hills, and we've got desert and grass on this one. And then we've got another. This has got a road on it and some water. We've got some more desert and a little more water. Maybe like a different planet. Here's where I knew we were going to get something. Okay, there is a hard cardstock modifier cheat sheet. This is the cheat sheet that I mentioned back in Tabletop Tuesday a couple weeks ago. You can see how this would be very handy. And then something really cool. So one of the things popped out, but it's got additional cardboard things that you could put on the game board to be able to change the terrain a little bit. Those are 2-sided. And then we've got mechs. We've got extra mechs. It looks like all of the mechs that came in plastic also come in a cardboard stand-up. And so that's pretty neat. It's got all the supports for that. Then we've got a little extra piece. I can kind of stick it back into the thing for storage right now, actually. There we go. Ooh, look at me. Look at me. All right. Now let's take a look at these mechs a little bit more intently. There we go. Look at that, baby. These are really nice. These are really nice. They're very solid construction. They're really detailed. They come assembled. I am going to paint these up eventually. Got to finish the commission first. But I can tell if these are going to come together really well. Let's take a look at that Shadowhawk again, just so we've got it in this section. They're all in scale with each other, so you can see that the I don't know this one. It's shortened as Con. I'll throw in the bits as I figure it out, but you can see it's got different scale to the Shadowhawk, so they're actually in scale with each other. And the Locust, the Chicken Mech Nugget, as we like to call it during MechWarrior Mondays. And again, you can see next to each other. A lot of these mech designs originally came from that old Dugram series in the early 80s. Like this one is another one that was in that Dugram series. And here's a modification. This one's the Wolverine. Got a little out of focus. There we go. Really excited to see the guys get these in their actual video game playing of this. This It says Oz, so I'm just going to call it the Awesome Mech. Again, I will try to put the actual names for this in the edit. And the Bat. I think this is also actually based on the Roundheads from Dougram. It's got the same weapons loadout. Looks like the same essential design. And that's the box. Everything you need to play. And that's BattleTech. It's actually a really great box. It's all in one. Really easy to set up and get ready to go. You can see it's just lay out your fold-out battle mat. You've got a couple extra cardboard pieces. I could see where, you know, as a tabletop guy, it's easy to want to put in buildings or build a battle board or just take some time to model a battlefield or anything like you would for Games Workshop, Kill Team, or like a full D&D miniature setup. But it does look like it's ready to play right out of the box. I'm really excited to actually take a look at the rules, and, you know, because it was an option, I also got another lance that I didn't open up on screen. But yeah, the collection is already growing, so we got that to look forward to. Anyway, Dan, just so you know, eventually I'm going to be in California. You don't know when, but I'm going to come knocking at your door. I'm going to say, hey, Dan, are you ready? Be ready.